The NBA trade deadline is next Thursday, making Week 16 tricky for fantasy basketball. With so many players potentially on the move, looking at team schedules might not be as much help as usual.
There are still some players worth adding, though, so let's dive into some of the top options that are still available in the majority of Yahoo leagues. Kelly Oubre Jr., Philadelphia 76ers, 50% available. After averaging 20.3 points,
2 rebounds, 1.4 steals and 2.3 three-pointers per game with the Hornets last season, Oubre has seen his production take a significant hit with the 76ers. He's down to 13.3 points and 1.5 three-pointers per game, both of which are on pace to be his lowest marks since the 2017-18 season with the Wizards.
He has actually improved his efficiency by shooting 47.3% from the field, but his usage rate has dropped to 19.2%. Oubre has picked up his production lately, averaging 20.3 points and 5.3 rebounds over the last 4 games.
The 76ers have been dealing with injuries to Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, knee, and DeAnthony Melton, back, which has contributed to Oubre taking more shots. Embiid could be out for multiple weeks, and there have still been no positive updates regarding when Melton will be back.
That should leave Oubre with a large enough role to be worth adding. Scoot Henderson, Portland Trail Blazers, 52% available. Scoot Henderson has filled a significant role for Portland this season, providing 12.3 points, 2.9 rebounds and 4.6 assists per game. If the Trail Blazers are potential sellers at the trade deadline, it would likely leave more playing time for Henderson.
Efficiency has been a problem for Henderson, but he has shown some improvement by shooting 48% from the field over his last 10 games. During that span, he averaged 13.1 points,
3.7 assists and 1.2 three-pointers. Adding Henderson now could pay off in the long run. Paul Reed, Philadelphia 76ers, 57% available. The injury to Embiid is noteworthy for Reed. Over the 11 games that he has started this season, Reed has averaged 12.0 points, 7.0
rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.2 steals and 1.4 blocks. He is also an efficient player, shooting 55.2% from the field this season. The 76ers want Embiid to be healthy for the playoffs, so don't expect them to rush him back.
We could be looking at Reed as their starting center for at least the next 3 or 4 weeks, if not longer. DeAndre Hunter, Atlanta Hawks, 67% available. Injuries have been a problem for Hunter throughout his career.
He has never appeared in more than 67 games in a season and has played just 25 games during the Hawks' current campaign. After missing more than a month with a knee injury, he returned Tuesday against the Lakers.
He logged only 16 minutes off the bench, posting 6 points on 5 shot attempts. The Hawks could be one of the more active teams at the trade deadline, with DeJounte Murray possibly on the move.
Depending on the moves they make, more shot attempts could open up for Hunter. He should return to a larger role shortly, given he has averaged 14.6 points, 4.0 rebounds and 1.9 three-pointers over 30 minutes per game for the season.
Not only is he appealing for the Hawks' upcoming 4-game week, but he has the potential for long-term value. Santi Aldama, Memphis Grizzlies, 68% available. Injuries have decimated the Grizzlies this season.
Reinforcements aren't likely to come anytime soon, either, which has forced them to scramble just to fill out their roster on game nights. One player who has benefited from their thin depth chart is Aldama, who has started each of his last 6 games.
During that span, he averaged 12.2 points, 6.8 rebounds, 3.0 assists and 2.5 pointers. Aldama is a good three-point shooter. After shooting 35.3% from behind the arc last season, he has shot 36.0%
this season. The downside for him in fantasy is that he doesn't provide many defensive stats and is shooting only 62.5% from the free throw line. However, with a clear path to plenty of minutes moving forward, Aldama still warrants consideration in 12-team or deeper leagues.
Ayo Dosunmu, Chicago Bulls, 71% available. With Zach LaVine out, Dosunmu has been thrust into a more prominent role. Joining LaVine on the sidelines now is Patrick Williams, foot, who will miss at least 2 weeks.
That makes Dosunmu even more important for the Bulls. Over the last 9 games, he has parlayed his added minutes into averages of 15.6 points, 2.9 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 1.0 steals and 1.8 three-pointers, while shooting 60% from the field and 88.9%
from the free throw line. Until LaVine and Williams return, Dosunmu should not be available in this many leagues.